So, Raktakali breathing.
Raktakali breathing.
How the breath can be connected with high blood pressure and high blood sugar.
Yeah, very nice question. And I came to explore, no? Like I was doing Hatha Yoga a long time, and we had a school of yoga, which is already therapeutic, and our book was Asana Pranayam, Mudra Bandha from Swami Satyananda Saraswati. In the earliest publication, there was the last index, disease and asanas. When new publication came, they removed it. Before we had a guideline, like if you have a blood sugar, what asana to do, this, and we reading that, we try to master it or do it. And book is very nicely designed as preliminary, intermediate, advanced, pranayama, mudra bandha, very nice textbook kind of, like informative textbook to practice and also write, written very beautifully. So that was the therapeutic approach which brought me to yoga. I did only know through Bihari School of Yoga, only therapeutic way, because he was teaching therapeutic and I'm listening and people being attracted. Oh, my kidney was not functioning. I went there, I started practicing. Now doctors saying I can regulate, and this way of feedbacks. So my approach was always therapeutic to this yoga. I was not looking for having samadhi, like in any. And learning through movements like karma yoga. But recently, when I came to Himalayan yoga tradition, Swami Rama and Swami Vedabharti asked me to learn. I said, I know Bihar School of Yoga style. He said, you should also learn our style. And his style is more meditative. And he asked me to do 500 hours, but I said 200 hours I did. 1 month completely. Masha there, also should there. So 1 month I did all 200 hours of course, the way they have designed philosophy. Anatomy was taught by a doctor, like doctor from USA, medical doctor. And he was also a disciple. Others, Stoma was there, he was a psychotherapist, hypnotherapist. So psychological dimensions he was bringing. So each one was contributing their specialty, which was very good. But there was nothing like this. Their style is meditative. So somebody their goal is meditation and enlightenment. And Hatha Yoga is just to support the process. It's not the main thing that somebody is looking for performing something. People doing Paschimottanasana 12 years and still cannot touch the toe, but they are meditator. They can sit with the cushion 1 hour in a relaxing. This I saw that this capability in this ashram came that each person, because every day 1 hour silence meditation there, before food in the evening, and everyone comes before food, almost everyone, and where everyone is sitting 1 hour doing nothing, doing whatsoever is taught as a meditation technique. But outside, everybody is silent. And at the end, people are waiting. When ring will bell? Last 10 minutes, knee problem, somebody, oh, I should not move. No, like this. After coming from this training was like nothing, you learn differently. The beauty about this Himalayan yoga tradition was that the technicality was packaged by Americans. So they know how to prepare, package. So every small, big things broken down, NLP technique, broken down in small pieces of chunks, and you learn chunk by chunk and then combine them together. So technically, their teaching style is very good, appealing to Westerners, foreigners, if you want to teach that style. And love of grandfather. So his was like, Vedabharti was teaching nothing, just sitting in silence with him 1 hour. But the package American and the way of giving to the students was Indian. So the whole love of Swami Rama and Veda Bharati as a grandfather way, very soft, gentle, forgiving all your mistakes. Whatever you do, like grandfather, child, no? Forgive it. Father can be angry, but grandfather not angry because he has no expectation from this child. So this way it's very good. It was very good. You know, like love and technique. Very good combinations of East and West, USA and India working together. One is completely materialistic, how to
Yes, it was stopped.
Oh, the light gone. So I come down. Here we have inverter. Even the light is gone, things functioning.
Okay.
There I up in the yoga hall. I don't have this. It's too much light. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after the training, being there, I came to Rishikesh and opened my own yoga school,
Mm-hmm.
the applied yoga studio. So to apply all what I knew. And this was the last thing in my life that I will teach yoga somebody. I never ever imagined that I will one day I will teach hatha yoga to someone. All I was learning only for myself. Never idea that objectively. So after this, yes, when I came, so but style is a format. You must repeat the same thing exactly the way you are taught. And this is the problem with me. I need freedom to express, but for freedom to express, you have to have the full knowledge how things work. So this is where, and I didn't know before that body will open up, no? Anyway, and it will start teaching me. So all that technique, methodology was there. And then the only thing I did, Shavasana. Lie down in Savasana and wait. And that's where I learned that breath is the guru.
Mm-hmm.
Because who will teach you? How I know that this movement, this hand will go and this movement is right? First of all, that one. And another one was the joints, like how the symmetry of joints. And being in Savasana, I thought maybe suppose I am dead. Maybe suppose then my vertebrae not working. Maybe nothing working. Maybe like if I have to teach someone, what will be? No? What? So I just lie down. And then comes the whole knowledge of Hatha Tantra. Completely new, not written in any of the books. Neither I learned it from nowhere I find it. This knowledge, this logic, this therapeutic model of Sankhya, exactly what to do, what problem. So there I lie down, and my body starts to take shape because out of me, I was only exploring rejuvenation techniques. And some rejuvenation techniques I had learned from Yogesh, Yogi Raj, disciple of same tradition from Swami Satyananda to Niranjanananda, and he was initiated into consciousness by him. And he was also like a wanderer, looking for miracles, what can be done, and learning. So he learned from Delhi, from a person who is more than 100-year old. And he teach him spine, only Merudanda, only beats, and how to play with it for rejuvenation, to remain young. So until 100, and you can freely, your nervous system is nice, your brain is nice, you can move. And he was 90 around, but very active and sexually fully potent. Beauty of rejuvenation, if you do through whatever system, nervous system, you remain potent sexually until whatever you want. Because this is the nervous system actually visual beauty, and then the semen is needed. If you cannot see the beauty, what you will do with semen? Body doesn't. So this way, so little bit technique I knew, fundamentals of this. We had a school of yoga and Himalayan yoga tradition style, meditative style, therapeutic style, and rejuvenation techniques. And it was there, and I lie down, waiting, movements. What movement? Learning from the very core of the nature, evolution. And that's where it is starting to come. Lying down, first movement started to arise, breath. Breath started. And with the breath, body started to move. First, the breath. So I focus attention on breath. And after the breath, and breath started to move smoothly, and through the breath, the spine started to move. And I discovered this is the first movement of the spine in water. Snake or fish. So first movement which arises to me was like this. The spine, it was fish in water kingdom. And through that, after this movement, I started to move differently. So then I find that, if you train the body with Hatha Tantra, the whole system of Hatha Tantra started to evolve. I started to explore. So so what people should do? One, water kingdom. You must master the water kingdom. In water kingdom, also two ways, feminine ways and masculine ways. So the masculine ways is crocodile, strength, and feminine ways is fish. So I saw the crocodile was taught by Himalayan yoga tradition lying on the belly. I started from the back. So fish started swimming in the water. So you feel like you are in the belly yoga, and then exact movement started to begin. And I started to explore the law of tantras, how to move. So I found that animals are never tired because they never use the whole body. So I saw that if in his spine, you break down in many things, but just break in half, like on his spine, where the bones begin, chest and the tailbone, suppose two, or neck. So I saw that one pressure going, then another is relaxing. If you're putting pressure one side, another must relax. If you put pressure on both the side, you will collapse. This is the exhaustion method, and you will be immediately tired. So that's the mistake. I said fundamental mistake of aging is putting force on both the ends of the spine. That was my first discovery. Aging. And each vertebra is connected with glands, with organs, some of the organs, eyes, this, that, nose. So then I found a grammar. Organs connected to vertebra beats, this movement first, and first should be the alignment of the spine. This is the basic problem in the people. And that you can do just lying down, even in hospital. Even 80 years, 90 years, they can do it. If I teach them this guidance, little bit guidance. That's why I say we need two therapists. for rehabilitation. Anybody, if you want to rehabilitate, you need two therapists on two ends to play with the force. A person doing nothing, you play with this force, and person starts to learn, oh, this is how I should do. Here pressure, here relax, here pressure, and the breath. So, and then I found that there is a special therapeutic breath, rejuvenation breath, therapeutic also you can say. So if you follow rejuvenation, it will do therapy. And if it's too much damage, then I saw we need rehabilitation, like bringing the body to the zero position and then stop. So sequentially, I started to find the grammar, and I know the laws of Tantra already by principle. And then I found, oh, it's a law. It's playing with a law. So if I do half, I'm not tired. More I'm doing it, more I'm rejuvenating myself. Because half body is always relaxing. Half body always relaxing. If not, it was my first discovery. And then it started to come the movement, all lying down and giving massage to first rejuvenate through breath, and then giving massage to vertebra, which I learned from Yogi Raj. They both started to combine two knowledge. In Tantra, he taught me not these principles, but he taught me the movements. Movement grammar was that you begin from the lowest vertebra and keep on massaging until the end. Then I discovered the Hatha law. Law of Hatha is that if you bring the force to the toes, it should travel to the medulla. And this is the whole art. How to apply force on the toes that it travels to medulla. So force never ever applied in Hatha on two ends. Always at one end, another is a consequence. So then I saw all the asana what we see, we should not practice. There's a trick. And trick is that you must apply force one and another end should relax. Otherwise, in doing yoga 10 minutes, you will be tired and snoring, sleeping. Fundamental, your law of movement. Then I discovered all the law of movements. Then applied yoga therapy started to take shape. So I studied the universal movements of all the animals. Animals evolved this way. So if you really want to rejuvenate, you must begin by rehabilitation 0. That position. Suppose you are dead. Now come to life. And you will come to life. If you come to life in sequence, you can do all the asana. If you will start to jump, you will not be able to do any. So you have to have full patience. And not thinking that, oh, I cannot perform any miracle. But miracle is happening inside. The fish, and then you choose male and female to balance it. So fish and crocodile, the first movements of a special way, the way they drive their spine, nothing else. So this was the fish and crocodile, and fish positions are there. But I started discovered fish like 1 hour, only fish. I explored it. So I learned with the principles, they started to explode. So if fish, then 1 hour, fish. 1 hour, crocodile, like this, they started to evolve in crocodile movements, which nobody taught me. And then I say Tantra, oh, so Tantra is not Hatha Yoga that they teach me Hatha Yoga to remain in one position as long as possible. But I am a Tantric. So, law, 3 movements, hunger drive, thirst drive, and sex drive. All the 3 movements of crocodile, hunger, thirst, and sex, how it behaves when he's hungry, how its movement of the spine when making love, then the fish. Then say, oh, 3 movements. Then I say, I cannot teach this so much like this way. People will not learn. No, if I say like this. And all the name Hatha, this was not yoga. Fundamentally, with philosophy, it was moving to Tantra. So I call it Hatha Tantra, teach it to Marvin. And Marvin at the same time came for training, at the same time I was exploring. So I teach all to Marvin, all the principles and all the movements. He did already 200. He wanted 500 hours like both. So advanced, basic he completed, so I didn't have trouble with him. And advanced, I put on this. So he got certified by me, 500 hours of yoga teacher. So this was the discovery. And then I find, no, this way I cannot teach. See, if you observe all the animals of all, you will come only 4 or 5 movements. I came in the tantric way. So either contraction and expansion should be our first movement, and the breathing synchronized with this impulse, which we are learning now. Spanda. So immediately, Spanda started with breath, Unmesha and Nimesha in movements. So I say, no, first movement is contraction and expansion. Nothing else you should practice. You just master 2 movements, contraction and expansion, in any position you are. So you should breathe in a way that you are expanding from all the sides. At the same time, you synchronize your motor organs with this. Then it becomes tantric. Breath, mind, and you can come in Dhara Mudra, because mind not moving. To channel the knowledge, you should be either Dhara or Bhairavi. Close eyes or open eyes. So I was trying in Bhairavi, passive channel. So all mudras, all movements I did in Bhairavi Mudra. The movements are very gentle and very small. Contraction, expansion is the first movement to master. With the breath and the body, and simple move. How tiger opens its close. So when they move, crocodile will move for hunger or thirst, it will expand. Contraction, they have already taught me in yoga how to contract yourself just to go to sleep. And so expansion should be added. Then I say expansion, contraction. Then what? Then I say any movement done by any animal, expansion, contraction must be there. If you are not capable of expanding and contracting your body, you are not an animal body. Like you will not have that natural healthy body like an animal. You will have different kind of body. Then I say contraction, expansion, rotation. Rotation, movements, curves, and then nothing, turn and twist. The way crocodile turns and twist, either is hungry or making laugh, both way, turning and twisting. Snake turning and twisting, everyone is turning and twisting. So turning and twisting will give you sexual potency. That is virya. If you can preserve the virya, all others will come in line. Very young. And this is the method to be young and preserve your semen until you die. If you don't, expand it, like expense it. Amazing. You cannot handle I cannot handle the powers. My body starts to be heated so much that it will burn. So my Kundalini Yoga also, I started to learn Kundalini Yoga in this. I never thought that this is Kundalini Yoga, not Yoga, Kundalini Tantra. It evolved in Tantric style. Before I was learning in yogi style, but now it was all evolving. So I found, oh, contraction, expansion, rotation, turn and twist, that's it. So each animal, 5 movements. Fish 5 movements, crocodile 5 movements. Flexibility, strength, down. And you have reflex like anything. Because when you follow these movements, you also get the reflex of the crocodile, which you don't realize. I did not realize that I have reflex. Because I was very soft with them. But when moment comes, I say, my God, I am a crocodile. Oh, like making soap here and soap falling. No? So falling from here, from my hand, and boom. It cannot fall down. In the middle of the air, my hands without thinking. Grab it. First time. So what happened? From where? Never trained. Always sitting, talking, lying down. Very soft and gentle movement. Then I said, no, reflex will come if you follow the grammar. And semen will be preserved. Same like in animal. Keep on making love until they die. At the end, that's coming then only. So this way I say, whatever disease you have, you can fix everything in one sequence. Even if you manage fish and crocodile, you almost finished all the diseases. Only thing here came that dividing the body, it has a joint, it has muscles, it has nerves, meridians, only three things. So there is also a grammar. I explore that the way your half body should relax in movement. Same way, in these three things, you cannot use all the three together. If you do together, you will get cramps. So when I was teaching simple movements, people start getting cramps. One way is suppose biochemical composition will be missing. It's another way. I was looking at yoga way. I said, if you apply force on muscles and nerves together, you will get cramps and you will have different kind of body, not yogic body. This body will not be suitable for the mind to go in samadhi. This body can be different, athlete body or different kinds of body, or growing muscles or biceps, which I didn't need. So I learned the laws. I was just learning, exploring the laws, because movements I can create millions. If you go on copying it, if you know the laws, you can create many movements, like variations, different variations of a movement. The crocodile is doing so many movements. A snake is doing so many movements. But basic movements was only 5 in all the animals. And it was making the animal either limited, like some cannot move their neck, some cannot move this and this, limitations giving them a special species. But some part of vertebra, they are very smart than any other animal. That is their specialty. So this way I started to explore, study, read, and people coming from each one has a problem. Then I started to learn a magic to fix the knee. First I learned joints. Because joints and grinds was the only thing basically was taught in Himalayan yoga tradition. How to handle endocrine systems with joints. But then I discovered, yes, joints. And if I relax with the joint, do not apply force. My body has already weight, 50 kg, 60 kg, whatever. So according to your body, it doesn't matter you have 200 kg. If you can manage your district and follow fish, you will be smart. Whether you are a whale or a starfish, doesn't matter. If you can handle your body, howsoever your weight, you are healthy. To handle the body, so you keep the weight at the center of the joints. Then there is no weight in the body. If you learn this art of movement, that if you can bring here the weight or here the weight at the center, go to the center of the joints and try to bring force at the center, you will feel no weight in the body. It was double benefit. You are doing a movement and you are getting rejuvenated. And that was my whole lazy idea. Lazy idea. What to find somewhere that it suits me. I don't want to do the circus. So therapy, yoga, tantra, all started to combine. So what to call it? I said applied yoga. Applying the laws, not simply applying the laws. So law, joints will always remain at the center. And you should apply force, I choose, either on meridians or muscles, not on both. So if we apply force on muscles, we are fixing muscles, strength. But if we are applying force on muscles and relaxing the meridians, that's a trick. And applying force on the meridian and relaxing the muscles. And keep the force at the joints at the center. Amazing. You can fix anything in your body. Because then you can start to channel. And if you apply a little bit of Kundalini Yoga, bandhas, learning the spine movement, you can do miracles. And then I become expert in joints. So I was looking for experiment to the client, who different kinds of client who has different issues. And I started to get many like people coming, and I started applying a miracle. Then I saw knee joint problem. Oh, like this. Within half an hour, I can fix. People who cannot even sit properly, they will start to walk. And very simple movement, just applying the law in simple movements. Contraction, expansion, turning, twisting, bringing all the laws, and each body, when I saw each body needs different. Each body was a little bit different, like a little bit different than it. And then I say, oh, a unique sequence is appearing with each person. Oh, it's the same fish and it's the same. The grammar is the same, but each person demanding something different. So a person comes with blood pressure or blood sugar, I do a movement. I synchronize my body because I don't have this disease. So I have to take the disease in my body. Then my body will respond immediately. Problem, then it becomes my problem. So I start taking problems of the people, their diseases. The moment I took their problems, my body started to freak out. And I relax on Shavasana. Movement begins. Movement begins. So this is how a theory is simple, that you keep on evolving from fish to crocodile to amphibians, snake or frog. And then you go to quadruped positions. And in quadruped positions, you better try cat best, tiger. Then in the birds, you can take the eagle. So not to take so many, just take the top. The top is top. Like it's more evolved reflex systems, more evolved nervous system. So you just go to one kingdom, water kingdom, amphibians, earth kingdom, quadruped kingdom, birds kingdom, and take the best. Like birds, and then the gods and goddesses in India, which are worshipped. So in birds, you worship basically, if you want to remain celibate, unmarried, then peacock. And if you want to kill the snake, peacock, kill the snake. You remain celibate, unmarried, and peacock. And if you want to have fun with sex, at the same time, then I found Garuda, eagle. An amazing thing in the eagle, I found that the tailbone is like steel. If you practice it, your tailbone will become like a steel, like iron strength will arise. Special movements. Wow, I didn't know that it has all the strength in the tailbone. The movement was only going there. Only on that, other things was fully relaxed, neck relaxed, everything relaxed. But the pressure was going only on the lower. Giving it after that, I can fly. So much strength inside. So this is the way I explored. And with your special condition of blood pressure and blood sugar, you will have to follow whole sequence. So I learned to inculcate a proper sequence, a grammar, and focus on that which person is bringing. So if the way we say blood pressure and blood sugar, it was L6, no, lower somewhere, and here where the spine in thoracic region. So this communication is missing. You will have a blood sugar problem. So technically, like theoretically, the lower base of the spine is like evolution is from water. So either water is pulling your tailbone, coccyx, no, like small. Little bit up is will become, yeah, for both crocodile. Did you know that just like sleeping like crocodile for hours, you are strengthening you are getting power of strength of the crocodile. But you don't realize because you are sleeping. And I did movement. I was amazed. Wow. How is possible? Just by sleeping, but it was possible. So the crocodile, little bit up, then you go a little bit up, and slowly, slowly, at the cat, you reach to the here, spine, and for the birds is the coordination of your neck and shoulder. Fully. So until you reach here, and fish I explored very differently, standing poses. Then I realized that if you are following the same law, same animal in the lying down position, snake, I can do 1 hour snake. 1 hour, and no movement will be repeated. The perfect full snake will arise in your body. And you will have no pain in vertebra, and it will rise like a cobra. Marvin was struggling. He learned 200 hours in a different way. KGB style, torture, and learn, not strengthening, pulling, like this way, like tools and props. And my ego point was, I will not use props. Not a single prop. Maximum a yoga mat to lie down, or something that your bones doesn't hurt on the floor. And without it, I will not use prop. I will use only my body as a prop. And this was my solemn resolve. I didn't want to. I teach them and carry so many things, bricks and wheels and bar and ropes. I don't want to teach like this. I don't want to go into this. So the system is that if you are moving the same snake in lying down position, you are only taming the instinct. Only taming the instinct will be. But if you do the same movement in standing position, you are already enlightened. Because you become enlightened through this. Your Kundalini will awaken. And this, I had also another idea. Without torturing a little bit of body, I was not ready to feel a little bit of pain. I don't want. I want to learn in a fully comfortable way, enjoying, not torturing the body at all. This is against my philosophy. To torture the body to learn a knowledge. Why? This was against my philosophy. So I said, I will keep my philosophy as it is and then explore. So this was also a guide of movement. When breath become my guru, anything going wrong, breath will say this is wrong. Because breath will shake. Wrong movement. And if breath is not shaking and you are moving, right movement. So I got a guidance. Breath become my guru and principles that not to torture the body. Then I saw this principle to man. That is struggling for cobra. He is struggling for cobra to stand from the back like this. And then one day in the morning, I still remember, I was teaching him and guiding the principles I was doing on the top platform, and he was following it, my guidance in voice and watching. Slowly, slowly, he could not believe. He rise like a cobra without any pain in the body. People doing cobra, but you can develop. Then I saw, if you do wrong way, you will disturb the whole system. If you do the right way, it's okay. But if you do the wrong way, so many yoga teachers coming to us with lower back problem, knee problem, neck and shoulder problems. They are teachers, but they don't know what they are doing wrong in teachings. And I started fixing them. So this way I become the master of the body. This way and come back, but different way. Like, so these are all laws and laws. Like same movements, standing position, same fish. Standing position, it's a god, like it's a divine. And lying position is instinctive. It's giving you power to move, to have sex, to reproduce. Tame the instinct in your hand. Same if I'm fish doing standing position and following the vertebra law. Same style. Without any pain, I have to move the vertebra. This is the law of vertebra. Without any pain in your backbone. That's I saw the heart of the movement, because vertebra is the heart for movement. The movement nervous system is the heart. Vertebra is the heart. If you are not sitting position, your heart is the heart. But in movement, heart changed. Because the vertebra is the heart. And in heart should be no pain. Whatever movement you do, this was two movements, breath. Whatever you movement do, you should not feel your any vertebra beats. Should not feel it. If you are feeling, it's wrong. If it is very healthy, right movement, you will not feel it. And people try to feel it. Oh, lower, they try to feel that. It's opposite. To whom to teach? So difficult. People want to learn like a strange way. They want to learn. Nobody wants to learn so deep, sincere knowledge, full discipline with grammar. But I managed to teach 5 students 500 hours just to give my knowledge. Just to give my knowledge. All I teach myself. With anatomy, with philosophy, with meditation, a little bit support from Masha and one doctor for 10 hours only. And around 20 hours support from Masha, 30 hours, all other me. Because nobody could teach this. There's so much combined. I could not give to anyone to teach. Nobody knew about it. This knowledge was unknown to Rishikesh. Unknown to the world. I never read it, never ever in any book. You can only find in my teachings in Corona when I started to teach. Nowhere else you will find it. The whole proper mathematics and poetry also, beauty in movements, elegant. So these are fundamentals. And then whatever problem you bring, I feel the problem of the person and start doing movements and ask the person to follow. So this way I have recordings of 500 hours of different sequences with different people, with different students. If somebody wants to do research, problem, solutions, and the progress you can see. And even teaching boxes. So the flexibility and strength is the main for muscles and movement. And for inner things, breath, for sexual potency, or spine, and for divinity, bring all the movements in standing position. For Kundalini awakening, for enlightenment process. Same thing, you will bring in standing positions. Your Kundalini will awaken. Same snake will awaken the Kundalini in standing position. Same snake is you are taming the instinct and balancing the one lying down position. So blood pressure and blood sugar, if you can move, take the whole sequence, the way you should practice. You just cannot jump like a capsule. Whatever is, so you prepare the body, inculcate the principles, inculcate the breath, and when you are fully synchronized, focus. Focus on this vertebra and communication. Then you focus, you stay, the variations, movements come, and you can control your blood pressure, and you can control your blood sugar. Oh, 11, 12. Talking too much. So nice. And sequences are there in recording. but I can respond live anytime.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.